I if we have a starting date and our end date. For an example, if I have my employee ID and they have taken leave from like first 01 2021 to till first 10th Feb 2021. Okay, so they have taken 10 days of the leave. So how it is 10 days, and how we can get from first Feb 2021 in this date, and second at 10 second Feb 2021 and this ID, and it will stop in 10th. The record is here is like first, this second, this third, and this same ID, and it stopped in 10th. So let's go for one more example. 10024 is my employee ID, and he has taken leave from 2nd March 2021 till he has taken 15th March 2021, and it is like 14 days of the leave. I should get all the record from 2nd March, 3rd March, 4th March, 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th, and it stopped in 15th. This is basically, it will help you while you are counting by the employee ID and date, which date they are taken the leaves. So basically this help you much, this if you do in the this way. If you have start date and end date, you can extract each date wise and their employee ID. So I'll show you how did I do this. Let's go to the a new file. Here we will first give a title to this. Let's give the name date extract. Okay, so basically the leave application, it's comes from UI, either web page, either your Google form, however it is. And for an example, I get only employee ID, and from date till to date, and here I need number of days. So rest all is no need for me, I'll delete this. For an example, is my employee ID is 5 digit of the employee ID, might be 4 digit of the employee ID, it may be 10 digit of the employee ID. Basically let's take for 5 digit of our employee ID, 10078, and is starting date of 01/01/2022 to till 05/2022. So this is how many days of the leave. So if I see this, I should be get this start end date minus start date plus 1. So how did I do this? Sorry, let's take up to this 0 1 5 days. So basically why I did here plus 1, I'll just quickly explain this. So if I take here up to 5, so directly we cannot do minus from this to this. If we minus this, then this date also will get minus from this, it will get subtract from this date also directly. So for that reason we are doing this minus this plus 1. Now here you can see 1 2 3 4 5, it's 5 days. So we cannot put here one rows, one formula. Here we can go to array formula. If you don't know the array formula, please watch that video how array formula work. Here I will write my formula ARRAY for MULA. Array formula C is to C is to B plus 1. Enter. So here it is coming 1 1 1 till the end. To avoid that, we can put here if formula. Basically, if is the conditional formula. If a2 is to a is equal to blank, then give me blank, or else you run this formula. It says if here is any value is there, then you run this formula, or else if there is empty mean, you just give me the empty. Enter. Here you can see. And now if I enter 10024 and I start from 2nd Jan 2022 till 14th Jan 2022, it's 13 days. Okay, and before that I'll make it to the one format. This also I'll make it to the one format. Here you go. So it's 5 days and 13 days. How we can extract from start date to till end date, each date with this employee ID, how we can get it. Not only this one, We can along with this, if you need to extract email ID, department, division, those all things also we can take by that formula. I'll show you how we can do that. So here I'll create another sheet. You may do also in this sheet, but I'll go to the another sheet and I'll give the name of this date wise record. So to understand this formula, like how we can get it, for before that we need to understand the basic formula first. So for that we have to be understand first flatten formula, column formula, if formula. Hope you know about this if formula, and array formula, and query formula. These all things are basic we will use. We will not go to this much advanced level of this formula. You can easily understand. Flatten formula, how does it work? For an example, from age to k, I am entering any date, any values, I guess a, 1, b, I keep it blank. Example b, 2, 3, 4. Let's blank these 5, 6, 7, and 8, 9, 8. Here I'll put 9. Basically I want to consider this as a table and I'll run the flatten formula on this. Here you can see, here is the blank, and here is no blank, here is one blank, here is three blank, here is two blank and three blank in this table, here is three blank. If I run here flatten formula and I'll select this table, so what will happen, it will bring all those values in one column. Here you go, a1b, a1b and space, this is the space, b234, b234, again one space, and this is the space 567, 567, and after that two space 89, two space, again 89, again after that two space 8 space, again 3 space 9, 3 space 9. So this is the how flatten formula work. If I enter here c, so here is no value. If I enter here c, let's check, here also it will come c. So this is the how flatten formula work. And column formula, basically to get our column number, what is the our column number, if age mean 1, b2, c3, d4, so like that. So what is x column number, so it's supposed to be 26, 25, and 23. X mean 23, x 23 number of the column. So up to z maximum we can count, or many can be count up to more columns. But if you don't know the column number, how we can get it by uh, the column number, by this formula we can get it. Let's put example like column column. So this is g mean, directly it is giving 7 because we don't have we didn't enter any value in this, so that is considering this same cell, so it is giving 7. For an example, if I put it as1, so it is 45, as1 is 45. So like that, even we can count multiple formula, and this formula we can take with array formula also. Okay, next is the if formula. If is very big concept formula, but basic I'll just explain you. Like for an example, if in this matter we will use, basically if there is any value, then you give me the value, or else if there is any there is no value, then you don't give me any value. So for an example, let's put for any values here, like feeder. So if this is equal to feeder, so before writing any text, you need to write inside the double quote, then only it will work, or else it will not work because it's a string. If it is equivalent to Peter, then give me 12, or else you give me 10. Example, I change to 10, so you can see here 10 it is coming. Except Peter, if you put any name, either empty also, it will give you this name. And example, if this is equal to blank, give me blank, or else you give me 12. So it means it is blank. If I enter any value, it will come here 12. So first is our condition. Second one, if it is true, then what you need. If it is not true, it's false, then what you need. Then f10 is equal to blank. Whether f10 is equal to blank, it will search first. If it is matching with that, then it will give you blank. Or else if it is not matching, then it will give you 12. Array formula, basically it is to be work with a range. For an example, if you are entering any formula in this cell G12, and you want that formula should work till 21, either till end of the rows, that we can do by the help of the array formula. For an example, here 2, 3, 5, 6, 8, 9, 10. So here if I put array formula F12 till F18, sorry 18 plus 10. Here you go. So what will happen? There is no formula in this. You can see there is no formula in this, but the result is coming because we have put in here array formula. So if you are trying to delete this also, it won't delete again. The value will come back because it is controlling from this cell to till this cell. So if you want to get this value till the end of the rows, like up to 1000, even you can do that. How you can do? You need to remove this last condition, and F12 is to F till end of the F rows. If you enter here, you can see 10. So if you want, if here value is there, then only it will add the 10. If there is no value, then I don't want to add any 10. So in that cases, you can you can add if condition. If, how I explained earlier, like if F12 is to F is equal to blank, then give me blank. If it is not blank, then you run this formula. Enter. Here you can see now all the blank is gone. If I enter here 20, it is coming 30, 14 mean 24, and 15. I can do anything from here. It will keep add the 10 into the our current value. Hope you understand about this array formula. If you don't know about the array formula, then please watch array formula videos, so you will clear all the concept. Okay, next to come to the query. For an example, this is my table and I want to run query formula in this. Like this is the how, like condition is like I want all the values except if each column is null. So here if I extract the values like a b sorry h3 h2 is to k7, so it is my table. I want where h is not null, it's mean it will give only this table, sorry this much it will give. If you put I is not null, then table will be this much. So if you put j is not null, then it will give this much. Query is very big concept. So basically we use here to get the limited column and limited rows with our condition. So query is the string parameter. Query, this is my table. I will just select h2 is to k7 comma, here I'll select. So you need to keep it in mind that first we need to select, then where, then label, then etc. Like that, like which function should come first, that we need to do first. So select h comma and k. For an example, I want to select only these two column I want, then only I can also write. If you want everything, then select star. Either you don't take select option also, it will work fine. So here I'll not explain the query like fully, I'll just explain you very shortly, that you should understand how we can extract date wise. This is really need for that. Where where h is not, here you can see only those values has come where h values are there. For an example, if I select here h, now you can see one more rows added, h space 8 space h blank h 8 blank has come. So this is the how the query work. And if you want the limited columns, like select h comma k, only those two. So here you go, only those two. Instead of h, if you want j, let's put here j, only h and j. Here a b h and b3 and this 8, this 8, not this 8, because this is blank. Let's change this value to 8 to 18. You can see here changed to 18. Okay, so we learned the basic formula of query, flatten and column, if, array and query. By this helping of the formula, now we will extract our days. So first what we will do, we'll run our here date and if, sorry, date and id. Or else first we can take id, because it is in serial basis. First id is there, then date is there, then we'll take first here id and date. Here I'll run array formula if d2 is to d, leave details d2 is to d, it will go till end of these rows, it will search end of the rows. So basically it won't stop in middle. If a2 is to d, sorry, d2 is to d is equal to blank, then you give me blank, or else you give me c2 is to c, this will take later along with the dates. Now again we will run the if formula. Before I think I before entering to the array, I'll show you in the single formula how does this work. So I feel this will be better. First I'll escape it. If this is equal to blank, then you give me blank, else if this is greater than either equivalent to 1, then you give me this my starting rows like b2 plus row, sorry, b2. Here I got one values only. Like if this is blank, like if d5 d2 is to blank, then you give me blank. If it is not blank, then it will match whether it is greater than either equivalent to 1. If it is greater than or equivalent to 1, then you give me this date. So here is the formula is like d2 is 5, then it is of course greater than or not equivalent to 1, it is greater than 1, then that gave me 1. But how we can get till 5, that will run it here. So here what we will do, here is the 1. So here we have to be take like our column formula, column column a1 is to e1 bracket close. But here we need to do -1, because here is the +1, and column a1 it will add a +1 and then it will become 02012022. So if you minus, here we have if you don't minus, if you will do directly column column, same I will take a1 is to e1. If I do take, then what will happen, 01022022, this will become like this. So to avoid that, because column 1 is result is 1, it is adding already 1, so in the starting I'll do -1. Okay, so here I got my column till a1, but I got only 1 days, I didn't get up to the till 5. So here what I'll do, I'll put array formula, control shift enter, enter. Here I'll do control shift enter and enter. Now you can see I got till 5. It is in the date value, I'll convert it to the date. Now you can see 1 2 3 4 5 I got. So here if I do same thing, control D, but here it is not up to 5, it is up to 13. 13 mean it will come, I feel it is M. Let's check column M1, yes it is M 13. So here what I'll do, I'll change it is to M, and up to here also M. Now you can see it will stop at 13, it's mean M. Okay, it stopped at 13/01/2022. It started at 2 to till 14, 2, and it stopped at 14, count is 13. Okay, so it stopped at M. So this is the how it is work, but we cannot put each cell one range like that, 5 and 13 1 we cannot do. Okay, so here I got like here I got like 5 days and 13 days, I got here 13 days. So if I do here put the flatten formula, then how it will work, fla tt, sorry a ttn flatten formula, I'll select this range, I'll select this range, I'll press the enter, but here you can see it is coming some empty. So we cannot put here sort formula, because what will happen, by the sorting this first like date will come, then space will come, but your space will be there in your range after like 10 to 15 rows. And if in the one rows is like 1, and the second rows if it is like 100, then in your rows it will add like 101, then it will keep the blank. I'll show you one demo like. So first here I'll do sort formula, sort comma 1 comma 1 enter. Now we can see it is not there in this, and if I delete these rows, so what will happen in this sort formula, basically it will put all those empties into the down, and it won't delete those empties. I put it here like add to, I'll just add to above. Okay, so here I'll do again control D, and if I put here values like 10027, and let's go the same days, 13 days. So here you can see, so let me just change this also, instead of m3 m4, now you can see here this automatically keep adding those empty cells. It's automatically, it is keep adding those empty cells. So sort is not the best way to do. Then what we can do here, we can accept the flatten, we'll just remove everything. So what we can do in these cases, we can put the query formula, query, then I'll keep in array so that I can write the column. So I'll show you how is the column, and extract the director column number bb. So if I put here query formula, this is my table, and I can put here select D and E, select D for an example D. So I can write I can write D directly, I can write the column. So if I keep it in a array, so what is the very good point, it is you can write the column number. So here now D is no more accepting. So here you can do column 1, because it start from here, it doesn't matter, it will calculate table, inside the table how many column are there, and which column you want, column 1 2 or 2 1, however you want you can put it here. I can put here column 1. So the same thing I will just put it here. Now query will start the string condition, select column 1, and where column 1 is not null. Okay, so now you can see that all those removed sorry, all those blank cell has been removed, it's no more added into our table. Okay, but how we can do this dynamically, we cannot put this each one days in one things, we can make it into our dynamic way. I'll just remove these all values, and this also I'll remove. Now go back to our formula. Here what we can do, okay, so here if d2 is to d, now we'll take entire range till the end, till our end of this. Now here we'll take d2 is to d, and here b2 is to b, end of the range. Here we will give the last, I'll show you that, is to d. If basically d2 is to d blank mean give me blank, or else it will search whether d to d is greater than or equal to 1 2 3 4 up to 5, but we don't have here 5. We can take here like a as, basically I hope as is column colu, column a s1 is how many, okay 45, as mean it is 45. So here what we will do, we'll just tag the column, like we'll tag the column up to 45 is the last range, it should not be more than 45 days employees should take the leaves. Or if it is more than that also, we can put here how many columns, and we can do that ap as 45, and leave details b to be -1 up to, instead of e we'll put as1, enter. Now you can see here date it came up to 5, again rest all these false up to as, again it is up to 13 and false. And let's change here date, let's go to the 28, 28 mean 27 days, 27 mean double a, it will it will come to the double a, and the rest all will be the false. Now we don't want this false, we will do here is to blank. So basically if this is greater than equivalent to column 20 up to 45, then if that is less greater than equivalent to, then this will give this formula, or else it will give the blank, because if statement receive three parameter. Okay, so here what we will do here, now we'll put flatten, flatten formula, we'll just put it here. Now you can see, okay, now you can see all those values will come in a array. Okay, so it is not coming, it is coming reference error, because there is no that much rows are not there to keep these all values in one rows, because up to as and till a down, it will that's the error it is coming, because that much reference it is not there. Before that we'll put query formula and array close. We'll put string formula, select column 1 where column 1 is not null. Now it is coming, but only the date we received here, we didn't receive here our id. So what we can do in this case, if we need the id also, so here in this case we can do, here instead of the b, only this b, we can do end function, and we will select here a2, a2 is to a, and now you can see I received my date, I received my id. So date is first 5 letter, id is first last 5 letter. So here what I can do, I'll just control X, it's got my formula. Then here I'll put array formula, and I'll put right formula first to extract my IDs first. Here it is, my ID is there first. So I'll put a right formula. I'll paste here that formula and comma 5. First 5 it will give it to me. Here you can see first 5 it's give to me. So ID now here and date. So before entering this, I'll just delete all this column. It is not required to me. I will delete all this column, but it's automatically it's deleting those all formula also. It is taking up to B because column is no more valid. But here I can put AP. I can do here manually change. Now it want to add automatically the column, because here query is running with the flatten formula AP and AP. Okay, let's enter. Sorry, it was AS. Up to we taken up to AS and AS, enter. Okay, so here what I'll do now, I'll put again array formula. Now this time I'll put left formula. This is my this is my formula which I was copied. Now from this what result will come, it will take left 5 digit, it will take left 5 digit and right. Here it was taken right 5 digit, here it will take left 5 digit from this. Now here I received the id, and here now I received the date. And if I select this date, it won't come because left is considered as a text, and text we cannot convert to the date. So here what we'll do, we'll put here our text formula text, here comma, we can put here dd mm y. Now you can see 02/21/22, here our id and date. Okay, from 47 it should start. Next if we enter 10032, if I have to put 02022022, and same thing copy and paste here. Only 1 day, 1 day mean it should come here 1 day. So if change it up to 9, it's mean it is 7 day, sorry 8 days, including 2 also, 8 days. So from here it is come to 8 days. So this is the how formula works. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe the channel.